Hey, what's up guys? We be with Aliens team. So today I'm gonna be holding up a little further on this longer discussion on John Titor's mystery. So this is said to be a slight mystery because John Titor is named on several bulletin boards during 2001 and by the poster to be claiming up like a time traveler from 2036. So let's get right into the outline of this episode. Right now, the nationality of this dude is from American, and his occupation is said to be the alleged time traveler. So his occupation is only a time traveler. So when 2036 comes, hope there might be many time traveling stuffs going upon the military bases. So who knows upon that time? And he's said to be. He just went into the Time Travel Institute forums on November 2, 2000, and he was used the name as Time Traveler _O or 0. So he's said to be at the time of discussing 6 parts description have been given. Hi, I am from like specified like so and so, and at that time around 2003 every single websites were referring all about time travel and John Titor. So at the time of 2001 and 2002, 2000 to 2001, this time traveler John Titor have been around like skipping the Florida. So he is around Florida on 2000 to 2001, and he went back through time to bring a IBM 5100 computer, which is said to be needed to debug various legacy computer programs in 2036. So he said about the computer where you would really need to build a time machine is the main concept or a main stationary material needed on the basic IBM 5100 computer, which has been retrieved from 1975. So in 2038, he said to be a possible reference. He would also give a possible reference where you can also use Unix year 2038. So he said to be a prediction called. He would refer a Unix system, which is like IBM. Unix is a software. So Unix software can be used in this IBM, and they both can be collapsed or like collabed, and they can get into the 5100 basic programming language. So this goes really deep and deep. So let's get right into the predictions. So he said about some time machines, stationary replacements, all stuff like that, and he has also said, according to the post, the device was installed in the rear of a 1967 Chevrolet Corvette. Oh my god, that is really interesting. And later moved to a 1987 truck having 4-wheel drive. 4x4-wheel drive. He speaks about that. So you guys go and read as I post the description in my description box below. The link will be attached there. You guys go and check it out and study the entire legit stuff that came across the John Titor predictions. So he also speaks about he also speaks about the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics. So how would be the world in 2020, 2030, or like even 2008? He spoke at the time of 2000 and 2001. So he said to be, he described at beginning in 2004 there would be a major presidential election of that year. So there would be a guy who can, he also called there would be a presidential election that would he spoke about really well. So at that time he was really eventually true. So in my opinion, this dude have been around like 2000 and 2001. So at that time he said the presidential election of 2004, and he also predicted that George W. Bush would be the winner of 2004's presidential election. And he also described the odds majority of this dude, George W. Bush, would be around like 30 plus. He spoke about the 30 plus electoral votes he would get when he would enter into a presidential election. So at that time he was true. He said this on 2001. So that was really good. He's also stated that the US will face a major civil war or nuclear war against Russia. So at that time there will be cities affected, mainly Florida will be affected quite big. And he also said that after the war, Omaha, Nebraska would be the new US capital. So right now I don't know what is the US capital right now. I hope the US capital, let's search right now. So California, is that the US capital? Yeah, I hope that is going to be the US capital. Yeah, California is the post US capital for USA. So right now there have been many questions all around. So who knows? He said about Nebraska would be the new US capital, and Titor was exact in that position where he would lead into the World War III predictions. So he has also spoke about UFOs. So he said there would be a UFO probe coming further on 2040 or 2050. At that time, he said I have not seen them in my naked eyes, but he said the predictions were 2036. At that time, the US would be on the consequence where the US would face a major alien invasion, and there will be a warning given to them. So that is why he's about to like travel on times with the government permission. So he said to be time. Titor suggested like the UFOs and extraterrestrials might be travelers from much further into the future than his own time. So even than his own time, there might be a superior time missions coming further. So he spoke about many discussions, and there were many prediction failures on Titor's thing. So on 2000, there was a major fail which took ground against right now. So 2015 he has predicted civil war against I don't know which country he didn't mention anything, but he spoke about a civil war which would tend to be a World War III, but that didn't happen right now. So that is going to be a major fail in my opinion. And this story or technological improvement where he spoke about a laser pointer beam that would lead to a gravity gradient. So if he points the laser point beam, so right now you can see in the screen this picture, he holds some laser right on his hand. So this is where he is true at this time. So he is legit at this moment, and many investigators all around accomplished by making different predictions, including chaos due to the Y2K bug, which is a program. And John Huxton, I hope I remember the word John Huxton, who was a investigator who has also reported that John Titor is a registered trademark with the United States Patent and Trademark Office. So at this time, John Titor is really a legitimate person. So you can also check down these are the things where John Titor was usually referred to be. And who knows, guys, it might even happen. So it's all about you to describe whether this dude is real or not. And he has also said about, I was only 2 years away from no longer functioning due to 32-bit integer limitations. So on 2038 at that 2036 time, you would be facing a massive mathematical improvements or massive mathematical usage. So you're going to be using maths or mathematics quite big, and quite at the time of relative huge amount of stuff. So that's gonna be doing it in this video, guys. So you guys might enjoy it, and be sure to subscribe. And thanks for my partner Gajaji right at the corner in the description box below. Go and subscribe his channel out there. And that's it, gonna be doing it. John Titor's Mysteries. Hope you guys around the viewers would really solve this. So stay tuned, and this is your Aliens team signing out, and as always, take care.